as a small business or as maybe a slightly bigger business, when should I start to think about hiring a PR agency to do my press for me?
This video is brought to you by Appy Pie Academy.
And how much? I mean, how much do they usually cost? I know it's kind of expensive. Can it be cheaper? And when is a reasonable time to begin thinking about hiring a PR agency?
I think that the minute you can afford it, I would do it. So typically, you can get a decent, okay PR agency for about $5,000 a month. You can probably get a really good one for about $20,000 a month. You know, so and the difference is this: the one that's charging you $20,000 a month just has better relationships. They have, so they're the ones that could probably get you on Fox News, on CNBC, on CBS, on ABC. So those are the ones that you want to go after. But what's interesting is one of the first things that a big PR agency is going to ask you is, what do you have as credibility? Have you written a book? They love books. Books give you a lot of credibility. We talked about that a little bit earlier in this segment or in this show that how important books are. So if you really want to go after big time publicity, write yourself a book first. Even if it's self-published, it doesn't matter. So anyway, so hopefully, I know we're kind of short on time, so hopefully that answers your question.
Yeah, this is really good stuff. And just quickly, once I hire, okay, so let's say I pay my $10,000. What should I expect, like a month? Should I expect every month to be on TV? Should I expect every month to be on TechCrunch? What's a reasonable expectation? And by the same token, can I just pay Mashable or TechCrunch or some other big news publication like a couple $1,000 just to get an article placed there? Is that common?
Well, let me answer the first question. Let me answer the second question first. So, can you pay for that? Certainly. TechCrunch, if you pay them $5,000, they may do that. And sometimes that's the easiest thing to do. I mean, the problem is that a lot of these news organizations are going to say, well, if I accept money for your article, then that reduces my credibility. So you got to be careful. But you know what? All the big magazines do it. News and World Report. You'll see this article, and in very small writing at the top of that article or at the bottom, it'll say, "This is an advertisement." But people, as long as the article looks authentic and it's engaging and the content is good, it doesn't matter. You can still use the credibility. You can say, hey, I've been seen on TechCrunch.
Yeah.
You don't have to, it doesn't matter whether you paid for it or not, because eventually you pay for it. So, and when I say you pay for it, let's say that you write 2 or 3 amazing books and TechCrunch finally starts, writes an article about you or interviews you because you wrote this great book. Well, that was a form of payment. You had to go through all the trouble and hassle of writing the book, getting it to become a best-selling author, and really getting it in the hands of everybody before somebody wrote about it. So one way or the other, you're going to pay for your publicity. So if you can do it straight off and just give somebody cash, that works. A PR agency, to answer the second question, what should you expect from them? That is something that you want to get up front. So if you're paying somebody $10,000 a month or $20,000 a month or even $2,000 a month, what are they going to do for you? Can they get you on the radio? Can they get you in print? Can they get you on TV every month? Find out. What clients are they working with right now and see what they've done for those clients. Ask for a reference of 3 or 4 or 5 clients. Anybody can get you 3, but ask for 4 or 5. Look around. See if people are happy with them.